Even more drama out here. Rap beef.
Ooh.
Anime kind of rap beef. I don't know too much about the Lotto and Ice Spice stuff, but if you think you the bitch, you think you the bitch. You think you the shit, bitch, you're not even the fuck. I love that sound, and we can get into the sounds getting taken off TikTok right after this, but the Lotto and Ice Spice beef.
Which I didn't even know about. Like, what?
I don't even know who Lotto is.
She's another female.
It's fine. You know what? That one's
understandable.
I know who Ice Spice is, though.
Good for you. He knows somebody, guys.
A participation trophy. Knowing Ice Spice and not knowing Selena stuff is crazy.
I know Selena stuff. I just don't know the movie. I didn't watch the movie.
Insane.
That's sad, bro. I'm just like, I really
we
am.
Both
I'm
sat there just
I'm just sitting here and sounds like,
bitch.
I'm like, how is this gonna click? But like, all right.
Anyways, freaking yeah. So I just found out that they were beefing, and I didn't know that song was about her. So that was already like, okay. But apparently, I don't know if you guys heard, Lotto clapped back, and I was
she
like,
pulled up to the Bronx.
She pulled up.
Because Ice Spice from the Bronx.
Yeah, no.
So she pulled up to the Bronx, and Matt, I don't know where, bro.
Which is funny.
This rappers always been, I pulled up to your hood. Where?
Which is funny because I'm like, what part of the Bronx?
Like, where? Did you think Ice Spice was even going to be in her building? What? Did you think
she was going to be on the corner?
You thought she was going to be in the deli? Like the song.
First of all, I want to know, because apparently not only... me and Ice Spice got a lot in common. She's from the Bronx, and we went to the same college.
Did you also play on the volleyball team at Purchase?
No.
Not that similar.
She was on the volleyball team?
Yeah, she was on the volleyball team.
Purchase alum, boy. The fact that we out here like, Ice Spice, yeah, boy.
Yo, get a guest star.
But, okay, so for you guys that don't know, Lotto clapped back. Lotto clapped back and said, "You think I'm the shit? I know it, ho. Jesus walked on water. I got ice boiling, though."
Oh, she's boiling Ice Spice.
But yeah, so that's all I know about it. I was like, we'll stay tuned.
Yeah.
But even more important, Meg and Nikki.
This one is for the anime girlies and the boilies. Boilies? What do we call boys? Dickheads? I don't know, bro. First of all, that his shit.
First of all, no. Does Danny know any of it?
Yeah.
What do you know?
He did a little bit of research.
I know that.
We said the homework.
Meg did a diss track on Nikki first.
Not just on Nikki, on a lot of people.
Oh, okay.
Well, without saying names.
Not saying names.
Yes.
But I know that. And then Nikki responded and really said a lot of crazy shit about her mom. And then I know Meg said some shit about Nikki being married to a sex offender. And her brother is also a child molester. And you are what you attract and shit like that.
Ooh.
So
that I didn't hear.
Well, that I kind of just added that in.
He said, "Ass is fine."
That is true. You are what you attract. So
see, the thing is, Megan, that line about Megan's Law, bitches ain't mad at Megan, they mad at Megan's Law.
I didn't even know what Megan's Law was until this.
Me neither. A lot of people didn't.
Out here getting educated by Meg Thee Stallion. She does have a degree.
Yes. She, she went to college.
Law?
So Megan's Law is the law that basically says that you have, as a sex offender, you have to register and put that on the map. Everyone in the community needs to know.
Register the sex offender.
You have to register.
You ever seen Citizen That?
Yeah.
That's like 0.5 miles away from our grid.
Ooh.
He always pops up on Citizen That.
Ooh.
I can't see his face blurred out because I don't have Citizen That Pro, which is crazy.
Whoa.
Blocking the sex offender's face because I don't have Citizen That Pro. It's crazy.
That is not Megan's Law.
It's not Megan's Law.
But yeah, so that's a thing because apparently, this little girl, Megan, was killed from her sex offender neighbor, and they didn't know that he was one. So that's how that started.
Look, the whole Megan response to Nikki and a bunch of people comes from years of Nikki has said a lot of shit in past songs.
Hold up though. The fact that line applies to a lot of people in the industry, but Nikki basically she took the bullet for a lot of people.
She was having a mental breakdown on the internet. I was worried.
Nikki was?
She was we basically knew all the contents of her response, which was absolutely garbage, but it's fucking hilarious. It's great for content. It's she's like, and when your mother finds you, you carry a womb and a child. She sounds like the leopard from Snow White, bro.
Yeah.
She is What it is comedic, but like
Villain.
everything that she says in it, she basically tweeted every bar before she released a song. She went on rants on the internet. Like this has been just watching somebody's like, yeah, you're too old for this, bro.
Like
this is the true definition of like, you are too old for
like,
this.
let me take your phone away.
How old is Nicki?
She's like 35.
Oh, hell no, she's not 35. She's like 38.
Okay.
Because like Nicki ain't 3 years older than me.
You're right.
That'd be crazy. He's about to look it up. Fact check over
41.
41.
40.
And you beefing with a 28-year-old girl.
Girl, be fucking for real.
Be
fucking for real.
The 40s, that's like the new 30s.
Bro,
right?
but the way she's bugging on the internet, you have a child.
Mm-hmm.
You have kids.
Yeah.
You heard what her husband said, apparently?
I didn't know he was allowed to speak. I didn't know he had a voice.
Straight face. I didn't know he was.
Genuinely didn't even know this man could even.
He said, I like it when she's a little immature.
He shouldn't have spoke.
The jokes write themselves!
You can't say that, sir.
People are, yeah, okay.
Read the fucking. Did he tweet that or did he say that like on a microphone?
I don't know.
Like if it's a microphone Freudian slip, maybe. You tweeted that? You wrote that? And I was like, maybe not. Maybe
I wonder if somebody was like, yeah, bro, write that shit. Somebody told him that was a good idea.
No, he
Nah,
definitely
she
said
was
that
like,
straight out his ass.
Babe, write that shit. Onika Mirage.
So
honestly.
What was it? I like it when she's a little
Immature.
Yeah, you like a lot of things immature, don't you? But you know what? Enough. Anyways, I mean, this is well deserved. I'm of the camp of like, I don't feel like the way people have been treating Megan throughout this whole situation with the Tory Lanez thing and like
Tory Lanez thing was crazy.
Yeah, like
So
it's wild to me how the person who got injured has become the person that's like, nah, fuck that bitch.
Like
it's wild to me. I'm not here to fucking debate. Y'all gonna whoever believes in what they believe in, it is gonna
Megan Day one bitch.
But it's just wild because like the fucking song, the Hot Girl Summer song, like Nicki and Megan were cool.
They were great.
But I guess once you do anything with Cardi B, it's a wrap. There could be some background stuff. I don't know.
But the thing is that Nicki has a history of getting mad at just the people that she's worked with. It happened with Lotto. It happened with Cardi. It happened with Megan.
So
like
she just never like her. That wasn't even she worked with Cardi. They were just never. But
there is no reason for that because even Cardi came out and said and was like, "Yo, like we had this time to talk things out, and we tried on multiple occasions. Let's write out a verse. Let's do this and that." But then she came out and she tried to diss me, and she did it at the last second where we couldn't change the song.
Oh, you're talking about Motorsport?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like they already hate each other before that. They already didn't like each other before that came out. That's why it was such a shock when the song came out. It was like, whoa, y'all had beef. So they had beef before working with each other, and then Nicki kind of wrote that response, still being shady. So
from what I heard that like one of the reasons was that Nicki said that Cardi was not a good mom. So like when she threw that shoe at her, I was like, that's deserved. You call me a shit mom, I'm gonna fight you.
You talking about for the Motorsport disc?
No, like in general, I heard that she called her a bad mom, and that's why
they've been beefing before Cardi B even had a kid. Like,
oh,
this beef is long.
That I don't know.
They've always been beefing. There's never been like we work together and now we have problems. That's just hot rapper getting mad accolades, and Nicki just wasn't the same way. Nicki kind of had beef with Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim wasn't really fucking with Nicki when she was like blowing up, and it's kind of a similar thing with Cardi B. So
it just sucks.
It just sucks to see like all these like great women entertainers that's like blowing up more to not. I'm not saying everybody gotta help each other because you don't gotta like everybody.
You don't gotta like
everybody.
everybody.
You don't gotta just put down people either. But
exactly.
What do I know, right?
I don't know. They're just being catty. And what sucks is that to see like Nicki has been calling Meg like Bigfoot for years. Like she's a mean girl.
Because she got shot in the foot, or is there something else?
Well, she thinks she's big because she's tall.
She is Meg Thee Stallion.
She's tall.
She's tall.
So rude.
But she's
he's like, nah, that's kind of
you know what? I feel like both of them are probably like profiting off of this.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, some way, like,
everybody's eating.
I feel like with all this beef, like if somebody comes after you hit harder. If somebody hits back at you, you hit harder. So like,
listen, all of this stuff could just be for theatrics.
Yeah.
We're consumers, we're fans. We don't know anything back. This could all just be a ploy, and we could be falling for it. But content, right? I mean, talking about music stuff, you suffered from it. UMG took down all that music for TikTok.
Girl, I'm so upset. Yeah, so for you guys that don't know, on TikTok, UMG took down like all of their songs. Like, there's so many artists out there. Like, literally, I think the Wiggles were on there. Like, there's like
Wiggles.
there's so many artists.
Salad.
Yummy.
Yummy.
But yeah, so many artists on there. And the UMC and TikTok just didn't come to an agreement.
UMG.
And UMG is it? Okay.
Universal Music Group.
Ah, makes sense. But yeah, they yoinked. So many people's videos are muted. No sound anymore. You can't use it. So people are just trying to see what's there.
I get both sides because you're not on TikTok, so you don't even understand. But basically, you know how a lot of times people use songs for background music, or they use it to like do their skits, and maybe they talk over the song and do their dances, XYZ. So everything that's owned by Universal Music Group, which is the parent company that owns multiple record labels, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about Interscope, we're talking about Def Jam, we're talking about Island Records. We are the catalog, Drake, like
the bigger the better.
Kendrick Lamar,
Bad Bunny.
now, but it spans thousands of artists. So like we're not talking about a couple songs here. Like UMG is. There's only three big companies. There's UMG for music, there's Sony, and then there's Warner Brothers, right? So those are the three I interned at a record label. So like I know some of these things. So removing a third of basically music off the app is crazy in itself. I can kind of see both sides because like TikTok is just completely profiting off of like the mass amount of songs and content that people are making with UMG's music. Even though the artists get a lot of promotion,
they get way more promotion.
But the promotion doesn't necessarily equate to any real revenue. Like it's only what they said. I can only go based off numbers they gave, but it's like 1% of the revenue that they get is from TikTok. And honestly, with the amount that it's used, it probably should be a little bit more than 1%.
It definitely is because
like we're talking about millions. I don't know if it's in the B, but let's just say millions. Millions of people using like the same sound, and it still only accounts for this company's. They're just being greedy. It's honestly, I don't really have a dog in the race. It's just companies being companies. I'm a regular human being, so I don't really care that much. But 1%, like of your total revenue, it's been from TikTok, and you see how much TikTok garners.
But the thing is that people don't take into account that, like, okay, you get it from TikTok, but then people instantly get them on Spotify. Oh, I like this song. Add it to Spotify. You know, search it. The TikTok playlist, everything. I have a playlist. So every song I find on TikTok, I'll add it right there.
Yeah.
So that's one. And then literally so many songs that blow up on TikTok, they get on the radio. Because people are like, oh, what's this song everyone's been playing? That's how it goes. So, like, they make so much more money than they realize from that.
That's the thing that kind of fell through, though, is the agreement for the split of the profit that they're getting. That's where it's not a matter of they didn't want to. It's just a matter of like, we need a better deal for regardless of how much cut we're getting for how much you're making off of everybody using our sound and you using our sound. Like, sure, I agree with you in regards to promotion, transferring you to a Spotify playlist, Apple Music playlist, all those options are there. But then when you account for like back end stuff, like how much profit do artists, we already know artists don't make shit on that anyway. So you're talking about 0.5 cent on mad shit where like you could just, granted, that's not saying that they will give the artist their money, but just if the cut is different, possible, the best case scenario, the trickle down is better for the artist. Promo,
should be good.
But they couldn't come to a better deal than what TikTok's trying to offer because TikTok went bully style. I was like, we don't need you, which is also true. TikTok don't need that catalog. Like, there's one thing about TikTok creators is fucking create.
They'll find a way.
They'll find a way, and whether it be everybody spent a week, which like honestly got really old really fast, of like making fun of the fact that the UMG sounds wasn't there anymore. Yeah. Like it was like, okay, guys,
that video I sent you guys.
Yeah, like it was funny for like the first 3 days, but then after a while, I was like, move on, guys, and that's just me being an asshole, I think. But it's like life goes on, guys. If you want to keep on creating or making shit, you're just gonna have to get more creative.
I mean, the thing is that a lot of people use also sounds that are trending to up their video. So stuff that's already like different content. Like I already saw a couple videos that like was like a DIY on how, you know, cosplay things, how to do this thing, and it was muted because they have song in the background, you know, that like up them. So it's like stuff like that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it gives an opportunity for people to learn how to create better stuff. You know what I mean? You were depending on a sound pushing your content rather than your content pushing you. So it kind of removes that crutch of like, oh, because I put this sound, I automatically get discovered. It does suck because like if you're a smaller person, you want to use whatever cheat code you can. You still have options. There's still other songs that's not Universal Music Group. But I do think it'll create people are going to I think it's going to create stronger like creative economy in regards to like how people go about creating these things and their skits and just different things. I don't know. It's a good and a bad thing.
I just wish they didn't remove what was already there because I had like 5 or 6 videos muted.
Oh, it was a dub.
I'm so
like,
it was one of my big videos too. It was like one of my like 156,000 views like once. I'm so sad.
It had to be. But guys, don't give up. Keep creating. Keep making what you want to make, and don't try to depend on these sounds to push you. Got it?
I mean, most of it is just like a plus, not like a depend. I mean, the dancing people. That's
what I'm saying. It's you gotta maybe learn how to make some choreography that some other music or just. It's gonna push.
Get connected for free with Education Connection.
You know what I mean? People are gonna get creative. I mean, you run into a blockade. You gotta find a way around it. You're just gonna give up. In the most anime corny sense, you can't just give up. You can't just give up. You gotta work harder.
Mother.
I don't know what you said, but
that's like not yet. Not yet. Like
si se puede. Gotta get that up. I see that.